Thank you very much, Jim. I'm sorry my voice is a bit broken. I'm just recovering from flu. I'm very touched by your speech and honored that I've been invited and asked to read one of your poems here. I met Jill for the first time in 2004 at a Metropolitan Police conference addressing honor crimes. So at the time I was board member of an advisory group with the Metropolitan Police trying to address honor crimes in the country. And since then we joined our effort and worked together to address violence against women in general, gender-based violence, but mainly honor-based violence and honor killings. Our joint effort came to its peak when we started our joint research project on honor-based violence for 2 years, and this is the book that came out. Myself, Aisha Gill, who's not here, and Jill Haig. And during that period, as part of the research, we traveled to Kurdistan many times, and afterwards as well, when we developed and established the first ever Gender and Violence Study Center in the region as part of our sister center in Suleimania University. And during our visits, I was amazed by Jill's attitudes and the easiness of her interacting with people and going around. Even, on many occasions, we didn't have translators with us. Jill was just sitting there and interacting with people, observing, and I was thrilled to see in the book some of these poems, the poems reflecting these observations and experience. So I'm privileged here to read one of the poems, but before reading the poems, I'd like to say just a few words about the experience of being a poet and also working in the academia. I've been often asked by journalists, how do you combine poetry with research, academic research, as if these two are two different worlds and they can't be compatible? As Emma said, personal is political, and poetry is the first form of writing. If in a piece of academic research we are dealing with methodology and ethical principles and analysis, in poetry we are fully ourselves, and it's a space of freedom where we can raise questions and provide a space for probability. So Jill's poem here is called They Don't Know Yet. We ate at the table with fresh herbs and piles of vegetables, soft with fragrance, talking about the dramatic scope of Kurdish and Near East politics. 2 children play around us. They belong to a big extended family at the table next door. Their mothers gesticulate at them from time to time. A boy and a girl. She dominates the play in a sweet way. He jiggles, following her with adulation in his eyes, laughing and tumbling together. They don't know yet. They don't know yet that in the future she will probably have to obey him. Her younger male relative, be a virgin at marriage, always dress with decorum, tend to the needs of men as her first priority, never go out of the house in the evening unless with male kin. He will probably have free range. She lives in the city, so things have got much better, but in many places she could still be punished in the name of honor. We met the relatives of several victims, killed through burning, talked with the women whose nose had been cut off. Not anymore, though. Things are on the move with the dedication and vigilance of courageous women activists who stand up to religious and conservative condemnation, who keep on going despite fatwas against them, despite hostile media that shames them by name, despite death threats in the traumatized country sprouting anew. They are making change, building a new consensus, winning the battle. A boy and a girl, for now. She dominates the play in a sweet way. He giggles, following her with adulation in his eyes, laughing and tumbling together. Thank you.